Hi guys, Barry from Copper vs Glass here, and today I'm going to be talking about E3, which at the time of this recording is about 2 days away from now, and we're expected of course to see all the latest and greatest next generation games for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the not so next generation Wii U. Sorry if you disagree with that opinion. But the main controversy that's in the news at the moment, mostly for the PS1, because we haven't heard about it for the PS4 yet, is this whole thing about how the trade-in, resale and second-hand market is going to work with these next generation of consoles. Now, without going into it too deeply, essentially now it's really difficult to just give someone a disc and let them play it without certain restrictions involved, and loaning and renting as well is going to be very, very difficult. So essentially now we're going to be faced with a console market that reflects something like the smartphone market of games and the PC market of games. Now, of course, as many of you are aware, we are going through this transition now where we're moving from physical media to digital media, which makes it a lot more difficult somewhat to actually give that digital item to someone else because it's registered to your account, blah, 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 and it's very difficult to do that rather than just handing over a CD. Think about when you went through the transition yourself, going from CDs you bought at the music store to music downloads. Did you have such a problem then, saying, oh, I just bought this MP3 on iTunes, but I can't give it to someone else, that's really annoying? You probably didn't, right? Nah, neither did I. You just kind of accepted the fact that it was digital and it was yours and you bought it and it's your property. You shouldn't be expected to give it to someone else. Let's look at something else. When you made the transition yourself from DVD to buying movies online, perhaps at Amazon, or watching things on Netflix, for example, you didn't expect that when you bought that digital movie online to be able to give it to someone else. You just kind of accepted the fact that it was a digital download, it was yours, and yours only. Did you have a problem with it? You probably didn't. And let's take the PC market as well, something that is still currently going on, and it's a great thriving market with something like Steam. Steam is a market where you can buy the games through your account. They're fairly cheap and really easy to download and install. PC gamers love Steam. They probably didn't have the reaction when they went from buying games on a disc to buying games digitally and downloading them onto their computer. I haven't heard many people, myself included, complaining that now I bought this game through Steam, I can't trade it and give it to someone. Why is that? I don't know. Because probably it's not a physical media. That's where I think the problem is. Console gamers are very entrenched in this idea of going to a shop and buying a physical disc. Once you have that disc, this kind of swapping and trading mentality really kicks in. Because you have that physical media, you feel entitled to the fact that you should be able to do what you want with that physical media. You should be able to give it to someone. You can do whatever you want. You bought that property. I think the switch to digital media is severely going to change that, and it already has, like I've just explained, in other markets. Now that it's moving to the console generation, people are getting really upset by this, and I personally can't see why. You've already done it in every aspect of your life, and you've kind of given up that right to trade in property that you bought using your individual accounts, and unfortunately now it's time to do that with your digital games on your console as well. Now, I know many of you still aren't going to accept this and you think it's absolutely horrible, but I'm sorry to say, as much as I'm a gamer too, and I'm going to have to go through this transition like everyone else, kind of have to deal with it really. And I don't think there's anything you're going to be able to do about it, and they're just going to have to ask you to suck it up because this is the way that everything's going. Now, I don't know if I'm going to buy an Xbox One. I've just sold my Xbox 360. I'm loving playing games on my Mac at the moment through Windows and Steam. So who knows what I'm going to do. But to wrap up, I guess, I don't really have a problem with what's going on. Everything's going digital, and that's just kind of how you have to deal with it. So please let me know what you think. I'm probably going to get loads of bad comments or whatever. I don't really care. But let me know what you think and why you have a problem with not being able to trade in your physical media, which is going away in every other aspect of your life. Now it's just starting to affect games. But let me know, why do you not like this and why might you like it instead? So anyway, this is Barry from Copper vs Glass, and I'll catch you guys later.